I'm here. I'm here. Oh, I guess I can't hear anything. Just a second. Let me make sure this is set up. I cannot hear you. Says everything's fine on my side. Let me disconnect these, I guess. Still can't hear you. I don't know. I tested everything on my end. It looks like mine. Can you hear me? No, I cannot hear you. You can't hear me? What the heck?
Unmute. Good. Okay. Let's see. All right, Samantha's hopping in and out. If anybody is on here watching, please let me know if you can hear me or not hear me, because we're having some technical difficulties and can't quite figure it out. So if somebody could just pop in and let me know, that would be awesome.
What? Now I can hear you, but I logged out of here. I went to my YouTube. I turned you on, and you're like, oh, unmute. Okay. I'm like, why is she making me feel like I'm crazy?
Oh, no, I wasn't muted the whole time. It's my Mac. It was updating settings and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. All right. Now we're ready to reset. Samantha's here. We can hear each other. And I think we're good. Yeah. All right. Hey, Jason. Hi, Joe. So reset. I am in. Jason's going to appreciate this. So we did our controversial episode on whether or not you need a website, blah, 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 blah. So yes, I have a website. It is being redone with Shopify. I'm moving from just having the eBay links to Shopify. But in the middle of this, you know what just happened after we put up the QR codes, because we have an app and all of this stuff for our live selling that's integrated with Shopify, and just, it's a beautiful thing we got going. So every time I make a change, something blows up. So my live selling software is no longer syncing with Shopify, meaning it's kind of its own standalone platform.
Oh.
Which just blew up everything I'm doing. Yeah. So
right.
Yeah. Okay. I had all these grand plans and stuff, but we're going to talk about this on the monthly live. But the reason I'm mentioning this for our reseller reset is I need a way to manage the things I have to do to make sure I maintain live selling. It'll be fine
Right.
until June 14th, but I have to have everything ready by June 14th. My website needs to be finished by the 6th of June. My son's been working on getting all the products situated and tagged correctly and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to still play catch up from my time away. And I'm feeling like, how's all this going to work, Samantha? Help me out.
So do they work with anything anymore, or just it's all
So it
standalone?
is, they developed an app for Shopify. It's called Video with 2 E's, but it is
Okay.
significantly different. I still
Mhm.
I have to apply for the Apple Developer ID and a DUNS number through
Oh,
Duns, and so that could be a whole like month off. So I have to kind of figure out a way to maintain the live selling without the app, and probably transfer all the loyalty points and store credit that my shoppers have on the app, because this sounds like it's going to be a whole new ball game. I'm just trying to think of
right.
all the things that need to be done. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm like, maybe I'll just go back to the days of like the manual invoicing with my live sales. Because it's not like I'm
Oh,
making an insane, it's not like I'm making an insane amount of sales that I can't. I mean, it still is a pain, but
right. It's still a pain.
yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. Experiment. But I do want it. Maybe it's good in the long run, because that way everything will be on Shopify. I can direct people to my website, which will be integrated with Shopify. The live selling will be integrated with Shopify. Maybe it's all for the better, but it hurts. It's hurting my schedule.
Well, and it's a lot of changes when you weren't even sure if you were going to keep it. You were just going to give it the 3 months and
Right.
see if you still wanted to do it. Like,
Right.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna I might have to extend the deadline, because I might not have a platform to test for 3 months.
right.
We'll see. That's a decision that'll be made after I'm up and running. I don't know, but we'll see. Yeah,
Well,
it's all gonna
right.
be fine.
It
Except the
is.
things
It's
we
gonna be
developed for the
fine.
website already now all need to be
Right.
changed, right? But
Right.
that's, hey, pivot. That's what the nature of this business is. Doesn't mean it's not painful. We'll pivot, but jeez. All right. So I was going to
I
share a
am
couple of
loaded.
things that are really, really working for me as
Yeah.
far as
Yeah.
scheduling. All right. So let me share my schedule, because it's easier to look at, I think.
Yeah.
When we do that, let's see.
I'm trying to upload some pictures to show you what I did today, but it's not loading.
Okay. This is
All
let
right.
me get to the right week, first of all. Okay, here we go. My schedule. All right. This is something that is really, really working for me, is taking those. I just have 3-hour time blocks here for listing. Look, you can see them here. Look at my Tuesday. I have 3 1-hour time blocks. I know I need to list for 3 hours every day. I don't always have
Right.
3 hours to list every day. Sometimes I have more than 3 hours to list. So every week it starts, every weekday is filled with those 3 blocks. But look what I did here. Because I listed for 2 hours today, I moved my Monday ones over and freed up some time. So I'm just
Okay.
loving this whole thing. Is like, I can
Yeah.
just move it around. I can do extra. I can, move it to the weekend so I'm not stressed. The other thing I'm thinking it's going to be awesome for is when I'm not sure if I should take a vacation day or not. Those days where you like have
Oh,
work, or you
right.
have family obligations and all that stuff. So I'm thinking, if I can get that 3 hours in another day, I might not have to take a vacation day if I double
Right.
up one day or do something. Yeah. So I'm
Yeah. You would
excited
be
to
able to
use
leave
that.
for like true vacation time when you're truly away.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like
So
that.
I'm gonna do that because I used up most of my vacation. I have 5 vacation days left that I've scheduled in for the rest of the year. So somehow I just don't think that's going to be enough. So yeah. And I am going away this weekend. So
Oh, yes.
yeah, I'm gonna have to move. I'm leaving at noon on Friday, so I'm gonna have to move those Friday blocks. I'm gonna try to get them done throughout the week so that I don't have to take an official vacation day. Because
Okay.
my business really can't afford a vacation day right now, but we'll get into that on Wednesday. Yeah. But that's really been awesome in the time blocks. I
Mhm.
love it because I'm like, oh, I can go downstairs for it because I set my timer. Those of you that don't know, this is what I recommend. If you have an hour time block, you set a timer for 50 minutes, 50. If you have a half an hour time block, you set it for 25 minutes. At the end of your time block, you can check your notifications on your phone. You can get a snack. You can use the bathroom. You can scroll social media, whatever it is you want to do. But you have that built, or you can finish the task you're working on if it wasn't quite enough and you're just wrapping up loose ends. But I really recommend, it just works so great. Like today, I don't think I would have done 2 hours if I didn't say to myself at some point, like, hey, just 50 minutes, just get one of the blocks done, just 50 minutes, set your timer and go do it.
Mhm.
So that's been working really, really well. What else has been working really well? Oh, my Mind Sparkle list.
Oh, yes, your brain
Yes.
dump. Mhm.
Like you call it the brain dump. Everybody else calls it that. I call it my Mind Sparkle. And I just throw all of my ideas in here. Oh, which look, the American Bubble Boy promotion is on there. We have an American Bubble Boy code. It is always in our show notes, but I was thinking this Wednesday when we do our monthly update, I think we should go ahead and chance off some of that packing tape they gave us.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think that'll be good.
I
So
like
anything
that.
that pops into my head, I go ahead, I write it down, take it off my mind, and I will get to it when I get to it. So that's kind of what that is. Yep. And
Awesome.
that's been good. And then on my other, I mean, this is mixed. This is my personal calendar. So I have personal and business kind of mixed in here. Yeah.
Mhm.
And there you have it. What's working? What's not working? Hmm. All right. Well, we need Molly to come to. We're changing our TGIF for the summertime hours. We're changing it to more of a happy hour, starting at
Mhm.
3 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. You can come, hang out with us, list, have a cocktail. I don't know, whatever it is you do during happy hour. You can come and share if you're trying to buckle down, get some goals accomplished. You can pop in, let us know what they are. If you're taking the weekend off, if you need people to work with you on the weekends, like my friends did with me on Saturday, because this weekend was a super work weekend for me.
Yeah.
And
We had
yeah,
a good Saturday sesh. That was good.
yeah. Samantha did a come list with us in the Patreon group. She's posted the link. It was to everyone, right? It was free members.
Yeah.
Whoever wanted to come. So make sure you join our Patreon as a free member if you haven't already. And we just popped on there and worked Saturday. And it was good because it was a really nice day here. Not that I didn't enjoy some of it, because I did. But if you guys weren't on there working with me, I would have found a million reasons not to get my work done. Because you know how it is. You feel like, oh God, I'm the only one working. Everybody else is having
Mhm.
fun. And here I am sitting in my e-basement listing and taking care of odds and ends. Oh, it didn't feel like that at all. It was like amazing. I was just imagining what it
It's
would have felt like if you didn't do that for
right.
us.
And
Yeah.
it flew by with all of us together. It was, yeah, we all got a lot done. It was great. You got a ton of stuff done. You did good.
I really did. I had that. I posted in our community. I think I might have posted on Instagram too. Picture of my before pile, my money
Mhm.
mountain. And my money mountain is no more. There is not a single piece left
Yay.
there. There were a lot of big things, But then the one that really got me that I worked on yesterday was I had a piles of clothing, so
Mhm.
there were probably about 60 pieces of clothing in addition to everything else that was in that pile, but it is no more. It is gone, and I feel amazing.
Yay.
Yeah. All right. One more thing. This is like the Libby show, but I just want to get it all out of the way so we could talk about you.
Good. Oh, great. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I forgot. Let's see. Oh, the other thing that's been working super, super well, shout out to Jill of Rusted Trek Relic, because she reminded me of this, the reset to zero. And I think Becky was doing
Yes.
that too. At the
Mhm.
end of the day, you reset your workspace to zero. Everything gets cleaned up, put away. So when you walk in the morning, you have a fresh, clean space. And I've been making myself do that. It takes 5 minutes, sometimes 10 if I'm really naughty that day. But what a game changer that is. So I get up,
Mhm.
get to motivation in minutes. The ladies get me pumped up. Then I walk downstairs into my nice, clean desk. I'm not going to say work area because the whole area, consignment resellers, there's going to be piles, right?
The whole basement can't be clean at once, right? Like yeah.
But that workspace, oh, does that feel amazing? So thank you, Jill, for reminding me of that amazing thing. And I'm so proud of her because she is totally stuck with it. Yeah.
Yes. So I always tried to do that for my personal life too. Like we don't have a dishwasher or anything. That would be my husband. But like I go into my kitchen before, I let the dog out, I lock the door, I shut the lights off, and I make sure like, oh, we have a couple more dishes that need to be cleaned up before we go to bed. And that way when you wake up the next morning, like it's like a reset for that too. Like everything's fresh and
Mm-hmm.
great. Well, we went camping last week and
Uh-oh.
literally just came home and like dumped stuff and like stuff was all over the counters and odds and ends and we were living like that all week with just stuff. Well, I left today and went and had a hiking day with my mom and my brother and did our wonderful Sunday adventure. And I just came home to a spotless kitchen. Everything's cleared off. Like, I went upstairs to say goodnight to my husband because he was getting ready for bed. And he'd even cleaned off like our dresser and he'd swept and mopped the floors. Like, he did so much today while I was gone when he was just supposed to be relaxing. But I feel so much better already. Like, I came in and I was like, oh, this is so
Mm,
nice. It was so great. So
that
yes,
does
I
make a
now I
nice.
get to keep up on that in my personal life too, like reset the kitchen, reset the counters, and
Yeah.
yes, definitely.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. All right. How about you guys in the comments? Do you do a reset to zero at the end of the day in your house, in your thing, in your business? Do you like some people? There are very few, but I know some people that work better in chaos.
There are.
I just can't wrap my brain around that. But if you're one of those people, no judgment. I just can't work like that. I'm way more productive in a clean, organized workspace.
My shipping station is in my basement where all my inventory is, and when I go down there and I do my shipping, I reset that before I shut the light off and go back upstairs. Like it has
Mm,
to like my tape and my tape measure and my marker. Like I have a little tray and I have a little setup, and it all has a very specific place, and that has to stay like that because it just kills me when I'm wasting time like, "Oh, wait, where did that go?" Or "Where did" I
mm-mm.
can't do it. Even though some people will say, "Oh, it only takes a minute to find it because you set it over" Nope, it's gotta be on my cart or on my shelf and where it's supposed
It
to be.
only takes a minute, maybe 365 days a year. That's 365 minutes
Right,
minimum, right?
right.
Yeah, only
Yes.
a minute. I don't think people should really say only a minute. Like
It
if
only takes a
something's
minute to put it all back so you don't have to do that.
way less than a minute. Yeah, I think that's
Yes.
one of the places we should ban the word only is only a minute. If you find yourself
Right.
saying it's only a minute, guess what? You could probably save yourself a ton of time over the course of time if you get rid of that only a minute. Ooh.
And time is money, people. Time
I
is
can't wait
money.
until the next
Yes.
time I say that and see if it applies. Or you say it or Molly says it. One of you says it, and I'm gonna.
So I just gotta share before I can like relax and get in a business mindset. I just gotta show you just a couple of my pictures from today.
Yeah.
So I went hiking with my mom and my brother, and
Aw,
that is one of the overlooks out onto the Mackinac Straits in Lake Michigan side. And then we
that's
went.
beautiful.
These are all out of order. Um, my brother then took me down this narrow trail. My mom would not go there. My mom is deathly afraid of heights and narrow trails. And we got to climb up some cool. There was like in this huge forest, there's like this little chunk of rocks, and he knew exactly the trail to go up on the rocks. So we got to do that. And the view from there was 1,000 times better because we were up above the
I
trees.
have chills. That is so amazing.
Just hanging out. This was a panoramic. It looks weird on here, but it's cool on my phone. Yeah, so we got to chill out up there. And then we went to another one of his favorite spots. Now, this spot my mom also would not go down. She went down the road with us as we were going down the main trail, the 2-track. And then she's got her little hiking stick she was trying today so she can do more hiking with us.
That's so
And
cool.
then she just kept walking up and down the trails there and explored in the woods a little bit because the trail that we took, we literally were rock climbing. They have ropes from the tree to tree, and there was like 3 or 4 sections like this, and you'd have to, grab the ropes as you go up. And coming down was like I didn't even think going up. They're kind of like steps, and it's not so bad. And we
Going
were
down.
climbing, whatever. And then we got almost to the top, and I looked at my brother and I was like, "Wait, how do we get down?"
How do you get down? Do you have to like
He's
go
like,
backwards and hold the rope,
y-
or like you
he's like,
rappel?
Sam, he's like, I need you to finish coming up first. If you could have that meltdown up here at the top, that would be great. So I get up there, and yes, you have to, so I've never like rappelled or rock climbed before, but that's essentially like you have to
Yeah.
kind of go backwards and watch your footing and keep these ropes that somebody 20 years ago tied to a tree and keep those tight. And the one skinnier rope on the right side, he goes, "Well, you could try that rope if you want." I said, "I don't trust that rope. That rope's terrible." And as we got to the bottom coming down, you could see where it was all frayed and falling apart and it wasn't even connected to the tree at the bottom anymore. And he's like, "Smart move not touching that rope. That's good." I went with the thicker one.
Oh my gosh, when I come to
That was
visit, I so want to do that. That looks amazing.
Yes, we have some awesome cool, and it's like quick, like
Wow.
the one where we went to the overlook here to the rocks, like 2 seconds. It was just like this. I'm gonna post some reels because I took the video of the whole thing. I'd never been there before. It was like 2 seconds off the road and then up on there, and we just sat there and just looked at. You can see so many the islands and lighthouses and so many cool things. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And
I want to
then
come more than ever right now. More than ever. That is so beautiful.
And then I took my brother to a little state campground that he hadn't been to before. And he goes, "Well, I know the bridge here." And I was like, "You've been to the bridge, but you didn't take a left and go to the camp." And then it's not even like left and go down a road to the campground. It's like left and that's the campground. And he's like, "No." And I was like, "Well, we should camp here and we should kayak this river." So we went and then we showed my mom the bridge. I was down below. They were up on top of the bridge. And then mom went back up and us kids played underneath the bridge. And now we have a kayaking trip all planned out. So that was a very condensed version of we spent 10 hours and hundreds of miles and did lots of fun stuff. So
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
We also sprinkled
Wow.
in a flea market. So we started at a um like craft show type farmers market type thing, and
Okay.
I got a pretty new necklace, and there was a bakery that was going to be there. They just do pop-ups, so we stopped and got some bread and cookies and stuff. So that was fun. Saw some friends, did a little shopping, and they hold it in this old schoolhouse and out on the courtyards and stuff. So the building itself is just gorgeous. It's super cool. And then we went hiking, and then there was a flea market that I didn't realize had started because everything starts here like sometimes at the beginning of June, sometimes later. So I didn't realize this flea market had started. I got some videos of that. We did some cool picking there, met some cool people.
Oh,
Yeah. that was cool. My mom got quite a few things. My brother got a couple like old license plates and stuff. My brother used to work at a scrapyard, so he has like old license plates. Like he has buckets of them, but he didn't have a 1923 or a 1926 Michigan license plate, so he got those to like keep his collection going or whatever.
Oh,
And then we did more hiking, we did whatever. We're coming home at 6 p.m., 30 miles from here through this town, and there's a sign at the end of this long driveway that you can't even see the house to. This says garage sale. And my brother goes, "Whoa, you told me I had to stop at all the garage sales today." And I said, "I'm out of cash and I don't really care. It's 6 p.m. on a Sunday. There is no way those people are still having a garage sale. They just forgot to get their sign." And he goes, "Well, we'll never know if we don't go." So he turns around and we go down the driveway. And there was this old man, sweet old man, and he had two little tables set up. And there was some cool, I didn't put the thing in here. There was some cool, my mom got a really awesome, I don't remember the name of it, but cat tea set that's old and worth a ton of money. She did great. And there was some other stuff. And my brother starts chatting with this guy. He's a retired Marine. He had awesome stories and he loved my brother. And they start chatting. And next thing I know, my brother's going in a shed. He's going in the other shed. We're going in the guy's garage. Like we're literally the guy's like, "I don't know what's in here." And we're pulling down boxes from my brother's 6'5". He's on a ladder pulling down boxes from rafters. "Hey guys, check this out. We're making a pile of stuff. We filled my brother's truck." Like, yeah, the guy was loving it. We visited with him for a while. We'll have to go back just to hang out with him. He was cool. So
wow.
yeah. So that's why I was
Did you
running
get any
late.
video of that, or you couldn't really?
I got a little bit, and I just got a little video of just kind of his tables that were set up and him sitting there having a twisted tea with my brother.
Oh
They
my
were
gosh.
just
I can't
hanging
wait to
out
see
on the
your
back of the
videos
truck.
and like your reels.
Yeah.
This is killing me. You just
Yeah,
came
we
on
did
here to
some
give
fun
us a
stuff.
teaser, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what we do around here. Sunday drives. We just go for a drive.
Oh my gosh. What a drive. All right.
Mhm.
So as far as
All right.
reset goes, no, this as far as reset goes, do you find that being out in nature and, taking some time away and being in natural light and air helps you to
Yes.
refocus, helps you to reset?
Yes, definitely. Like that's what I consider. I hate that so many places are closed on Sundays because that's the day that I want to get out and
Hmm.
do stuff and go places. And then I'm fine. Like we work Saturday, great. And then I watch TV with my husband, great. But like Sunday, I need to be outside. I need to do stuff. So that's what we do a lot here. And then I feel so much clearer. I feel so much more focused. I'm ready to go. We can wake up tomorrow and hit the ground running.
Yeah,
I
I
don't feel
think
like I missed out on anything because we had a whole day.
right. Yeah, we totally did. I think that, yeah, I think, when you're struggling a little bit or you're working 24/7, just getting outside. In the book club, when we did the Slight Edge, there we gave each other a challenge one night after book club, and then we continued it, is go outside and look up. It was the middle of winter. It was dark out.
Yes.
The stars were beautiful, but just to take, you know, 5 minutes, it was the most
Mhm.
resetting, beautiful experience. If I could extend that more, but yeah,
Yeah, I've been on my schedule like yours. You have all your time slots, and I do the
yeah.
same thing, and I move them around, and I know what I need to do. And my walk is on there. And I struggled with it at first because it was rainy. I had so many excuses. But now it's just a normal part of my day. I go out and I have to spend at least 10 minutes going for a walk. And some days it is nasty out and that is just me walking around my block really fast for
Mhm.
10 minutes like because it's about to rain any minute or maybe it is raining and it's really quick. But other days I'm spending, 40 minutes walking around my downtown and going along the water and stuff. My dog is exhausted. She hates it. She likes the first 10 minutes, and after that, she's done.
I
But
think
yeah,
it's great
it
that you
helps.
kept up with that,
Yeah,
that
and I
you're
put it, like,
keeping
in
up
the
with
middle
it.
of my day, so it's like a breather, like, it's part of
Hmm.
my lunch. I have walk/lunch, and I grab something to eat, and I go for a walk, and it's better for my digestion, and it's better for my brain, and it's great.
All right. Well, you've just inspired me. I think my lunch break, I'm going to extend it another 15 minutes and add at a middle of the day outside walk. Sometimes I do it. I'm just
Yeah.
not super consistent. If I know if it's on my schedule, I have to do it.
And
I'm
even
inspired.
even if you just spend 15 minutes on your beautiful new deck, eating your
Yeah.
lunch or something,
Yeah.
like just something to be. It's sunshiny now. It's summer, guys. It's summer. Right?
I did go out on my deck today for the first time. I sat out there and I did my accounting on my deck. It was much more
Good.
enjoyable on the deck. Yeah, to
Yes.
do it, but I need to add some movement in there too. So
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
week will be, outside, but moving as well. Yeah.
Awesome.
So if you guys can have the opportunity to do that, do that. Jill said it's freaking hot here. Yeah, maybe it's too hot for you to go out but maybe
Yeah.
first thing in the morning. I don't know what the
Maybe
weather is like there. I'm
that
guessing
poor
it's
woman.
it's
She does so many things first thing
she
in the
does
morning.
so many. Yeah, right. I don't know how Jill could possibly squeeze one more thing into her day.
I know.
And I would hate for her to give up motivation in minutes because she motivates me. So, is that
Right.
selfish? That's totally selfish of me. I'm sorry, Jill. I'm sorry, Jill. I'm here
Maybe
to
we
serve
need to
you.
start doing motivation in minutes while we all like walk in place or something. Just
Right?
kidding. We're not actually gonna do that.
We've done stretches. We've done
We
stretches.
have
We're a big
we
believer
have
in stretches.
the Superman pose. Yes.
Superwoman pose. Yep. Oh,
Superwoman
that feels so
pose.
good.
It is
Yeah.
good.
All right. You bring that
Yes.
back tomorrow at Motivation in Minutes because I
Sounds
forget
good.
to do it if you don't tell me. And Jill says she does it every morning, so she might as well do it at Motivation in Minutes. Just roll out of bed and come on over to Motivation in Minutes and do the Superwoman stretch with us.
Yes. I love it.
So
So
this week
something
we
that's
have the eBay thing. Are you going to the eBay sell? What is it? Spring or summer seller check-in? It's
already.
the 6th. Yeah, it's on the 6th.
How did I miss that?
I don't know. I applied for us to host a networking room, but I think I did it too late. Or they didn't want us, one of the two.
Oh, I remember seeing that email.
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember seeing that.
Yeah, so I can pop the link in the comments if anybody's not registered. So I was debating going because I'm really trying hard to focus. I mean, really, and that's just something that I haven't traditionally gotten a lot out of.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the networking, like it's really cool. Sometimes I meet people in my area. That's great. All right, I'm going to get the link. I'm going to take your job.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Oh, I just made a Poshmark sale. Yeah, I need to go and register for sure. I like it. I like that these ones are only a couple hours, so it's not like it's the 3-day yearly one. I agree that I don't get a ton out of it because it is a lot of um like for beginners and just people that don't really they don't really know a lot of the functions and stuff. And I feel like I'm pretty in touch with the eBay community as far as to like what the functions are and what we use in it and all that kind of stuff. So I don't really learn a lot in there. And it is kind of hard to push past some of the negativity in the comments and stuff sometimes because if anything, it can be a downer. So, but the last one, I really like the last one. And they talked a lot about some new features that we hadn't heard about yet until that one, or they hadn't announced yet or whatever to that one. So I don't know. I'll still be going to this one.
I mean,
I
I go to all of them. Like
right.
I shouldn't have said I don't get anything out of them. I don't get much. I probably get more out of my time focusing on my work than I would get out of that. I guess that's my point with that.
And these short ones, we always log in thinking, oh, we'll put it in the background or whatever. But there is a lot to it. Every 20 minutes, you got to switch to a different thing or you got to go to different stuff. And you're trying to interact and show people that you're listening and asking questions and things like that. And
Yeah.
it's you can't multitask other things in there while it's going on. Like it's not
Yeah,
that's not
it's
a
not
thing.
a thing. Well, Jill probably could because she has like NASA
Jill's
screens.
nuts. She does have nasty screens. So my
So,
husband wants to get a new TV, and I said, "Oh my gosh, can I take our old TV and put it in my office?" And I was like super
oh,
pumped. I was gonna be like Jill. I was gonna have a TV on my wall when YouTube was on and stuff. I could be up there, and it would be great. And then he started actually asking me what wall we would mount it to and how that would work and it's not going to work at all. That's a terrible idea. But
well, you didn't do your
for a
office
minute,
remodel yet. You can make it work.
no, that's what we were talking about with the office remodel.
Um,
And he's like, you either get the TV or you get pretty shelves. And I was like, oh, I want the pretty shelves. So,
so I have a big TV in my e-basement. I've never
yeah.
hooked it up. Like I
Oh,
think I'm gonna
yeah.
get too distracted. Like I thought,
Right.
in theory, it sounded like a good idea. It's sitting down there, but I
Right.
just haven't hooked it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is the eBay summer seller check-in really at 7 o'clock on Thursday? Because that solves a big problem for me.
What?
That's what
Oh,
it
yeah.
says.
We can sit on our couch drinking a toddy while we watch that then. Let's see here.
Well,
Emails.
that's during my live sale, so my weekly live sale. So that solves a big problem. I don't have to debate whether or not to
Oh,
go.
you just wouldn't do it. You'd be great. Yeah,
They do give awesome swag out. So if
they
you
do.
sign up and if you answer at the end, they will send out a survey. They usually send some pretty cool swag to the first 500 people. So if you are going and you do get the survey, I would say fill it out. You never know what you're going to get. And sometimes there's some really cool stuff in there. Yeah.
There are sometimes they give you pom poms.
Or you can just purchase
Oh,
them in my eBay store. They still haven't sold my
oh,
pom-poms. I sell all my swag, by the way, BTW.
people
Yeah.
just don't know how cool they are.
Yeah.
This says June 6th from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay, mine says from 7 to 9, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Like I said, I'm having Apple reset some stuff. I
Weird.
just logged onto my computer. I don't know if it changed my times. I don't know what's happening right now.
Weird.
Did you click the
We're in
link
like,
I put in there?
no, I can't click it on my end.
Okay. All right. Well, check the time. Don't go by what I'm saying at all.
Yeah, noon to 2 Pacific. And then on the main event page, it said 3 to 5 Eastern. So we're good. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
think my
register now.
time zone must need to be fixed or something. I don't know. I just logged on here, nothing worked, and I'll fix it later. As long as you can hear me, we're good.
Right.
But it didn't mess with my Google Calendar that we were looking at, so I don't know. What all right, so what else do we have? So we're gonna record with Finders Flippers podcast this week. Molly won't be able to join us. That's a real bummer, but Samantha and I are gonna go. We're gonna forge ahead. We're gonna hang with the bros and do the Finders Flippers podcast. Our buddy, I almost called him Franklin. Stewart, Franklin Hill Ventures, is part of the Finders Slippers podcast. It is great. If you haven't checked it out, go ahead, check it out. Listen, it's a really good podcast. Really enjoying it. I think the podcast, we'll have to ask them, is it's a YouTube podcast. I don't think it's streamed to the regular podcasting channels. Or I don't know if they have.
I haven't checked my Pocket Casts that I use to do podcasts. Let's see here.
You use Pocket Cast. I use Spotify, but mostly I use Apple Podcasts because that's what I can use in my car because I have whatever it's called, Apple Play, CarPlay, Apple CarPlay in my car.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So I mostly use that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them on here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk to them about that. Maybe they don't have any intention of doing that because I don't think like Captain Our Slipper does a podcast, but it's just on YouTube as well. And YouTube has that podcast section. I'm not sure I totally get that, but the YouTube podcast, but because you can't listen to like it audio, can you? Like, do they
Right.
have like
And
a special app for a podcast? Like, I'm very confused about why it's called a podcast.
I don't know, because the whole reason that I like using Pocket Cast for my podcast is because I can put it on my phone and then I can still do stuff on my phone, or I can turn my screen on my phone totally off and just set it somewhere.
Right.
You can't do that with YouTube. It has to be open. You have
Right.
to be paying attention to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I totally understand that concept. I'm gonna have to ask Snoop Doggy about that because he started to talk about that at Camp Listing Party, but there was so much. I think everybody was genuinely confused by it. But
Yeah.
oh, look, yes, thank you for putting Finders Flippers Resale Podcast in there.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you
I love it when
resetting for the
Stuart
week? Yeah.
I love it when Stuart first went on there and he's like, I'm not on the podcast. They just asked me to come on once in a while. It's not a thing, guys. And now it's a thing and I love it.
You know how that works. You know how that works. How about a monthly segment, Samantha? Samantha, you need to come join us full time. Yes. Samantha knew. She
I
knew.
love
She
it.
just gave him a little wink and a nod. Yep. Okay. Okay, Stuart. Sure.
Yep. We'll see how that works for you.
Yeah. But he's so great. I mean, he's such a great addition to that podcast. He really is.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. That's a good one. So I'm resetting. So we were on our way back here tonight, and I realized that I didn't put out our calendar for the week, which I had said I would put out on Saturday. And I hadn't put it on my
Oops.
schedule. So I'm going to do that tonight after this, and I just put it on my schedule for Thursday because Thursday's a pretty light day for a lot of things. So it is on my schedule for that. And I'm
All
going to start
right.
having it so it's scheduled and out every Saturday.
That's
Yeah.
good. You didn't say you would do it this Saturday. We just said we would consider some
Right.
feedback we got. We didn't promise anything.
Well,
Or
I
did
like to
you?
have it
And I
out.
missed.
I might have. I like to have. I promised it to myself because I like to have it out so that I can put this on there.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
Yeah, so that was some feedback we got was it would be better to release it on Saturday because a lot of people will do their schedules on Sunday morning, early in the day. I think that was some pretty good feedback we got. Kathy gave us that feedback, and then a couple people agreed that yeah, they like to do it first thing on their schedule is first thing on Sunday, get everything lined up for the week, and of course they want us to be a part of their week. That's why they gave us the feedback. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
I love feedback, especially when it's something we can do, right? Because sometimes it's like, something off the wall. You're like, yeah, technology hasn't quite caught up with that yet.
I'll look into that. Yeah. And then sorting with Samantha wise, reselling wise.
Yeah.
My husband helped me pull a bunch of expired inventory. We're kind of doing an inventory while I pull items. Because I've revamped a few things for my inventory. So we went tote by tote and we got about halfway through and pulled a couple hundred items that I'm going to put in my garage sale on Saturday because I'm hosting a community garage sale in a community that I don't even live in, but I run their community garage sale.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
So I pulled all that and I actually brought it out there this morning. So half of it's already out there. And then I need to go through the rest of it this week. But it's been great because as he pulls, he'll grab a tote and he'll be like, okay, I'm going through tote G6. I'm like, great. I pull it up in Consign Cloud and look at the list of inventory that's supposed to be in that tote. And I tell him, okay, pull everything under SKU 6000 or whatever the oldest, the SKU that I cut off is for me. And he pulls and he tells me which ones he's pulling. And as he's doing that, I'm archiving them, delisting them from List Perfectly. Like there's a whole process. And it's worked so much better with another person. So I'm so thankful he's been helping me. And then I'll be like, okay, there's supposed to be 5 things in that tote. And he's like, there's 6 or there's 4 or so it's been good to go through and reconcile some things. There's been some things that have fallen off, like on my end, though. Like, it's not even like a platform or anything. I'm just like, how come that's not in list perfectly? That's weird because I clearly didn't put it over there at some point.
Mm-hmm.
It got missed, or yeah. So there's only been a couple things. Um, and then there's some stuff where I'm like, yeah, pull everything that's, X amount old, like anything this SKU and under. And he's like, you really want to not sell these this summer? And I'm like, okay, that can stay listed. It's killing me because I don't want old things in my store, but I'm like, yeah, those booty shorts are probably gonna sell. You should probably keep those in there. That's fair. And then other
So
things,
what's
I'm like,
your
those were,
plan? Like, how are you gonna get
I'm
through
like,
the
those
rest?
were,
You're halfway there.
yeah, I'm halfway there. So he's going to help me again. He even said tomorrow night and when he gets home from work that he would help me some more, but we'll see how that goes. I have my nephew tomorrow and stuff. So I have to I have to get with Bill tomorrow since I didn't see my husband today for more than 2 minutes. I'm gonna have to get with him tomorrow and try to solidify a plan because the garage sale's on Saturday. So
Now you have to bring all of that stuff. Like, you have to haul all of that stuff, right? To the
yes.
garage sale.
So
It's not like you put it out in your front yard.
it's not like I'm just putting it in my garage until Saturday. Right. Yeah, my dad lives about 30 minutes away. So I brought some stuff out this morning when I went to go on a trip with my brother because my brother lives with him. And all of like my easy up tents and my screen tents, all that stuff is already out there. I've already got tons of tables out there. So like it's fairly easy. I just have to have it all ready before Friday night. And then Friday night I go out and I set it all up and we tarp it because my dad has a big cement pad in front of his garage. His garage isn't super great, but he has, and I'm not allowed to set anything up in his pole barn because that's his shop. And he told me he doesn't want people in there because I tried because it's huge.
Bummer.
That's okay. And my dad's driveway is like we call it the barbell parking lot because you can fit like 20 cars in there. Like it's huge, just the front part. We block off the back part with our cars. My brother usually has tons of cars and car parts for sale in his own little section. My cousin's gonna come and have her son is gonna sell popsicles and chips and stuff, and it's a whole, and like I said, it's a neighborhood sale, so there's tons of stuff going on everywhere else. There's a craft show across the street. So the nice part is this town is like a long dead end. That both roads are a dead end stretch at the end, but I'm right in the middle next to the grocery or the corner store and the restaurant and all the places that do all the stuff. So even if they don't go to like any other garage sale, they come to mine.
Wow. So you
But
get to
yeah, I
clear
have to
out your
have,
inventory. You get to make money.
yeah.
I mean,
And it's
wow.
been so like I feel so good like pulling it and it's like, oh, we already have like 4 or 5 empty totes. And I'm like, totes I get to fill up. I did already fill some of them. So I've just been like, that's motivating me to list even more because I'm like, oh, I got more totes to fill up. Let's do this. And yeah, it's been
Because,
good.
girl, we're talking this week at Mastermind
Oh, are we? Okay.
about how close you are to your goal, how that's going.
I know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
We're gonna we're gonna
I
we're
gotta turn
gonna we're gonna dig in there. We're gonna dig in there this week. So you better show. I shouldn't have said anything. Now she's not gonna show up. No, you control
yeah,
the accountability spreadsheet. You have to show up.
right, because I just don't show up. Yeah, I have to still crunch my numbers for May. I haven't done that yet. So I need to do that.
Yeah, I did mine. Yeah,
I like your tone of voice. I did mine.
yeah. It's
Our
just.
episode that comes out this week is about summer slowdown, and I feel like we're already in it. So
I
we
feel like
got.
I might need to listen to that episode a little early to pep myself
I
up.
know. I
Yeah. Maybe
know.
I'm just gonna put
But
that one on repeat all summer.
I just sold something on Face or on Poshmark, so we're doing great.
Everything is great. All right. So our Wednesday at noon Eastern, we do our monthly live where we talk about the previous month. So it's June. So we'll be talking about May and our numbers and our comparisons and all sorts of stuff. And Samantha, I have something to tell you. And you're going to be so proud of me. I can't wait to talk about it. I'm not
Wait,
even going to
are
talk
you?
about it in Mastermind. I'm going to save it. I'm going to keep my lips sealed until the monthly live. I think you're going
You
to be
know
quite
I
happy with
hate it
me.
when you do that. My brain has still been spiraling when you're like, we're gonna talk about your business model in Gatlinburg. And I'm like, what could she possibly want to brainstorm with me? You're like, we're gonna talk about board games. And I'm like, what kind of ideas does she have? Like it's getting me excited, but like I'm waiting until August. Like what?
Because the idea fully isn't formed in my mind yet. So I have to come up with something really good. It wasn't that profound, but I'll make it profound. Okay.
I found the coolest Monopoly game when I was helping that guy clean out his sheds tonight.
What was it?
It is I think it was a Matthew Graves. I know it's Graves Monopoly set, and it's wooden. I've never seen one like this. It's a wooden box, and it has a drawer on the front with all the pieces. All the pieces were brand new, still in the plastic. And the wooden box, the top of it folds out, and it has like a little stand that slides out. And so it's all built into one. Like that's the board is the top. And then you pull out the drawer and all your pieces are in there. It's signed by this Matthew Graves person. And so it's like a collaboration. I'm starting to say collab like you. And that is not how you say collab. But I find myself, did you catch me say that yesterday?
No, because that's the right way to say it.
It's not.
If I start talking
about buckets instead of totes, I am not going to be happy.
You're going to have to cut ties with Molly and I. Collab. Wait, collab. That's the right way to say it?
Like, I don't know. I say collab. Like,
collab.
Collab. So if you say collab, and I feel like we're going to have a colonoscopy or something like.
Oh my God.
That's what I think of when you say
that. That is what I say, collab.
It probably is the correct pronunciation, but
I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's not. You know how much stuff I pronunciate incorrectly? But I never knew until you started calling me out. I had no idea. I sound like a total hick. Like a total hick. I do.
I think with that one you might be saying it correctly, but I don't. My husband dogs on me for the way I say crayon because I don't say crayon. I say crayon.
Crayon.
And I feel like collab is kind of like that. It's a collab. I don't know. Anyways, this Monopoly game was super cool, and
Monopoly.
I thought about keeping it because I love Monopoly. But my brother reminded me that nobody likes to play it with me, and I already have a bajillion of them, so I should probably sell it because
collab.
Just the box with the board without all the pieces, it sells for like $50 or $60.
That's what I was going to ask you. Did you comp it yet?
Yeah, we didn't have service as we were cleaning this guy's shed out. At the very end, I had like one bar, and this set that my mom got, it's so cool. I gotta have a picture on here.
You know what? I like not having service because I like to go with my gut. Like when I'm sourcing or I'm at a garage sale, I don't like pulling out my phone and looking up comps. Like I like to know what I know. Now in the auction I go to, guess what? There's no cell service there. There's no service. It's just like a dead zone.
Yeah.
And I got to go with my gut. I mean, I've done pretty well.
This mixed up all my pictures. I just want the one picture.
But don't you think it's more fun not to have it and just kind of like, fly by the seat of your pants?
Sometimes it's more fun. Sometimes it's really annoying because like a lot of the time we don't have service. A lot. Like there's hardly any cell phone service in I'm just going to broaden it and say the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Like we hardly have cell phone service. So sometimes it's quite annoying. I don't know why it's not showing me that one, but I did get this and I had no idea what it comped for. And my mom opened up the box. It still has a styrofoam. It was used. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but like it's super cool. And it's still got the styrofoam and everything. And I was like, yes, Mom, add that to the pile. And this sweet guy was like, I got a Nintendo 64 there. And I said, "What do you want for this Nintendo?" Like, it was the first thing I saw. It was on the table. I said, "What would you like for this video game?" And he goes, "I don't know, $5? No, 250." Like, I wasn't even saying anything to him, and he was talking himself down. So
Oh,
we made this pile of stuff, and my mom and I are kind of looking at each other, and I'm like, "What do we offer him?" Because he wouldn't say a price or anything. He just kept
right.
telling us to take stuff. So we were like, $50? And he's like, we made his freaking day. He was so excited. And he's just like, "Do you guys want more stuff? Do you think I have more sheds we can go through?" Like, he was just tickled. And
Oh.
yeah. So we're going to go back and hang out with him. He was super cool. He needs friends.
So what did the cats come for?
So this one comped for, again, like around $50, I think. I looked it up
I
really
was
quick.
gonna say
And then this,
49. Okay. And that's
yeah,
why I win the Reseller Showdown final showcase so much, because
it
I'm like,
is.
maybe that's why I like to fly by the seat of my pants, because I'm pretty good at that. It's my superpower, is comping without any.
Oh, if I go to eBay, will it show what my mom got? No. Um, it's not on my thing. It was like the Miss Priss Lefton. That's what it was. Miss Priss Lefton tea sets that my mom picked up. And let me share the
Yeah, I don't think I've ever
screen.
seen that.
I hadn't seen it, and it was funny because my mom got it first because I wasn't even sure. Like, the tables were out there, but it was 6 p.m. on a Sunday down this very long driveway in the middle of nowhere. And I was like, I don't even think we should get out, guys. Like, they forgot their signs. We're intruding upon their Sunday night. I'm not even getting out of the truck. And so my brother gets out. My brother's like, "Well, I am." And my mom's like, "Yep, me too." So then my mom's like, "Get out here. He's selling stuff." So I get out, and as soon as I saw it, I said, "Mom was asking me about something else." And I said, "That tea set." And she goes, "I already called dibs on that."
Oh,
Okay,
well, she did get
fine.
out of the car, out
She
of the
did.
truck. She did.
She
So I'm
kept
gonna side.
reminding
I'm
me
gonna side
of
with your
that
mom on
too.
that one. I think she earned that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, Samantha. Sorry.
It's not showing.
Are you trying to load the picture, or are you trying to share your screen? Oh, there you go.
I'm trying to share my screen. Okay, can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the little set that my mom
I've
got, and
never seen that.
she got the salt and pepper shaker, the teapot, she did there wasn't a cookie jar with it because that would have been great. But she got the creamer and the sugar, and she got, yeah, so it had like 5 or 6 pieces with it with the lids, like all great condition. So, and didn't see a teapot in here. But we got a little bit of, oh, those are creepy.
Well,
We
there's the
got a little
teapot.
bit of, yeah. So she did pretty good. The guy was like, $2. Like, oh my
I've
lord.
never seen that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she did really good with it. It was
Oh,
a
now we
good
can make sure
buy.
she gets it listed this week.
So I gave her homework. My
I was
mom
gonna
is
say,
doing
did
her
you add it
set
to
as
the
well.
accountability spreadsheet?
I haven't added it to the spreadsheet yet. I'm gonna pull that up right now. I told her, I said, "So mom, you know what your homework's gonna be because we stopped and bought a lot of stuff today." She got like some cool Hot Wheels cars, die-cast cars. Like, she got a lot of cool stuff at the flea
Wow.
market. Yeah, she got some cool stuff. And I said, "So your homework's gonna be this week." And my brother pipes in. He goes, "You gotta list it all." And oh, look at you got
My
both
zoo is
of them.
acting up. I don't know what it is. They're like, it's my bedtime. Hello. Like, what are you doing online?
Oh, Wilma.
Ugh,
Um, so my brother's like, "You gotta list it all." And my mom's like, "I know." And I said, "Mom, I just need you to list those teeth, the tea pieces. Like, list them all individually. I just need you to list those this week, and then we'll work on the other stuff. But like, that's your homework, is that tea set, because that's
good.
freaking cool."
Yeah.
So, and she got some other cool stuff too. It was good. Yeah.
Wow. You guys did really
Yeah.
well.
It was super fun.
All right.
And then I just
Ooh,
love nature.
oh, that's
The pretty
beautiful.
flowers, some lady slippers.
Oh, is that what that is? Molly would know.
Yeah, those
She
are.
would know that.
We
That's
found these yellow and burgundy ones. There were some that were just orange, and then in another spot they were pink, but they were never those colors together. Like it was like this place they were yellow and burgundy. 20 miles away they were pink. 20 miles away they were orange. It was so weird.
wow. That's so
So
cool.
cool.
I feel
Mhm.
reset from all your nature. I know it doesn't work like that, but it kind of did. I feel happy that you did that. Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh my
I want to snuggle your kitty.
God.
She doesn't want to snuggle. She wants to
You hear the dog growling at her? He's like,
Oh,
I'm cuter. I'm
Chummy.
cuter than she is. All right, take
Right?
it
Pay
easy.
attention. Chummy. Oh,
Here, look,
Chummy.
I'll show you off too. There you go.
Hey, Chummy.
There you
Good
go.
boy. You can't hear me, but you're cute, you little snaggletooth thing.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, you should probably tend to them, and I need to do our list of events for the week. Are you
Yes.
feeling good? Are you feeling good for the week?
I feel reset. I came in here a little bit like,
Good.
yeah. Thank you so much.
Right. Yeah.
Just like that.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Now, all week, you're going to be like, Samantha, you already had your nature time. You need to focus on your business.
Oh, I told you Tuesday it's going down in Mastermind. It's going down. You're going first.
Yeah.
We are talking about the number. We're talking about how close you are to your goal. We will be talking about adjustments if you are not close to your goal. Or
Okay,
maybe
so on my Monday,
yeah.
on my Monday schedule, I need to crunch my numbers.
Because you have to do that for
May.
May
Oh,
anyway.
usually I do it Wednesday morning. So now we're doing it Monday. Yeah. Okay.
All right. It's going to be great.
It's gonna be great.
We set goals for a
Not.
reason, and we're halfway through.
I know, and you have to measure them, otherwise you don't know. But I know I am not at that. I'm not at that. I mean, we're almost at the halfway mark, and I'm not at the halfway mark for my goal. So
Same.
I need to whip my butt in shape. I'm glad you
Same.
figured
I
to do
shared
it.
with you guys in the come list with us how far I am away from that, and it's
Yeah.
significant chunk, but
Yeah.
I'm going to get there.
Yes, we are. We got
Yes.
this. Hi, Carmen.
Hey, Carmen. All right. Well, we will see you all
Okay.
in Motivation Minutes if you are in our Patreon. And if not, we will see you around. We're always around. I feel like we're always live. We will see you Wednesday right here on YouTube, lunchtime. Bring your lunch. Sometimes we bring our lunch because we don't get a break to eat.
Yes.
We try not to do that, but sometimes you have to. All right. Bye, Samantha.
Bye.
Oh, wait. Cheers.
What? Cheers. I don't. Here, I have to find it. Cheers.
Cheers.